Do you feel anxious? Does your day-to-day life get crippled by the weight of anxiety? Do repeating thoughts of dread and stress drown out the joys of life? At its core, anxiety is the tension between attraction and repulsion, an unsettling awareness of the limitless possibilities that lie before us. It is the feeling that emerges when we confront the vastness of the unknown and the uncertain outcomes that life presents. Kierkegaard saw anxiety as intimately tied to human freedom. While psychology may seek to explain our choices, anxiety, in Kierkegaard's view, explains the very possibility of choice. It is the backdrop against which our decisions are made, setting the stage for our exercise of freedom. Anxiety does not determine the specific choices we make. It merely provides the existential context within which our decisions unfold. In this sense, Kierkegaard's philosophy of anxiety invites us to confront the profound, unsettling nature of our existence, emphasizing that it is precisely this anxiety that underscores the depth of our freedom and the significance of our choices. Søren Kierkegaard was a Danish philosopher, theologian, and writer who made significant contributions to existentialist philosophy and the philosophy of religion. He lived during a time of profound social and intellectual change in Europe, which greatly influenced his philosophical inquiries. The 19th century was marked by the emergence of new philosophical movements and ideas, including German idealism and Romanticism. These intellectual currents challenged traditional religious and philosophical beliefs, and Kierkegaard was deeply engaged with these debates. He was particularly critical of the abstract and impersonal nature of Hegelian philosophy, which he believed neglected the individual's subjective experience. Kierkegaard's own life was marked by a profound crisis of anxiety. He grappled with questions about the nature of belief, the authenticity of religious experience, and the role of doubt in the life of a Christian. This personal struggle with faith and his observations of the religious complacency of his society fueled many of his philosophical inquiries. He proclaims, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom." In Kierkegaard's view, anxiety serves as the backdrop against which free choices are made. Imagine the vast expanse of possibilities that life presents, each choice branching into more possibilities, creating an intricate web of potential outcomes. It is within this overwhelming array of choices that anxiety emerges. It is the haunting realization of the vastness and unpredictability of the future, the recognition that our decisions have real consequences, and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. While psychology seeks to analyze and explain the factors that influence our decisions, anxiety, according to Kierkegaard, plays a different role. It explains not why we make a particular choice, but how we have the capacity to make any choice at all. It illuminates the very possibility of choice, reminding us that we are not merely bound by deterministic forces or external influences. In this light, anxiety becomes a powerful force that empowers us as individuals. It compels us to confront the existential challenges of existence head-on. It forces us to acknowledge that we are the authors of our own lives, responsible for our choices in the face of the unknown. Anxiety is the crucible in which our freedom is tested, and it is through this tension between attraction and repulsion, between the lure of possibilities and the fear of their consequences, that our authentic choices emerge. In our contemporary society, we find ourselves bombarded by an infinite array of possibilities, both trivial and profound. From the seemingly mundane choices like what to have for breakfast to life-altering decisions such as career paths, relationships, and even our digital presence on social media platforms, every choice carries with it a unique set of anxieties. The omnipresence of choice in our lives has given rise to what is often referred to as the paradox of choice. The idea that having more options does not necessarily lead to greater happiness, but can, in fact, lead to increased anxiety and decision paralysis. It is within this landscape of choice overload and information saturation that Kierkegaard's philosophy of anxiety gains resonance. His exploration of the tension between attraction and repulsion, the simultaneous pull towards possibilities and the fear of their consequences mirrors the existential dilemmas faced by individuals in our modern world. The digital age, with its constant barrage of information, notifications, and opportunities, amplifies this tension. We are confronted with the daunting task of sifting through an ocean of choices, each vying for our attention and demanding a decision. Kierkegaard's insights offer us a lens through which we can better understand the emotional and psychological challenges of modern existence. His recognition that anxiety is not a mere byproduct of our choices, but an intrinsic element of our freedom speaks directly to the anxiety that permeates our daily lives. The pressure to make the right choice in an era where options seem limitless can be paralyzing, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. The digital realm introduces a unique dimension to anxiety. The curated personas we present on social media platforms, the constant comparisons with others, and the fear of missing out contribute to a distinct form of anxiety in the virtual sphere. Kierkegaard's emphasis on authenticity and the importance of choosing to be oneself resonates in this context, encouraging us to reflect on how our digital identities align with our true selves. Kierkegaard's philosophy of anxiety not only helps us understand the existential challenges posed by an abundance of choices, but also provides valuable perspectives on the unique anxieties of our digital age. In a state of expectancy, man, all weak and all-powerful, will have to remain open to everything. The constant flow of information, the pressure to curate idealized online personas, and the blurring of work and personal life all amplify the tension between attraction and repulsion that underlies anxiety. By contemplating Kierkegaard's ideas, we can find the framework for navigating these challenges with greater self-awareness and authenticity in an era characterized by the complexities of modern existence. By acknowledging that anxiety is a natural response to the uncertainties of modern life, we can adopt healthier coping strategies. Many individuals in the modern world grapple with existential questions about purpose and meaning. Kierkegaard's philosophy encourages us to engage in a personal journey of self-discovery and to choose a path that resonates with our authentic selves. This can help us find greater meaning in our lives. In applying Kierkegaard's philosophy to modern problems, it's important to remember that his ideas are not prescriptive solutions, but frameworks for self-examination and introspection. They encourage us to question, reflect, and make choices that are authentic to our individual values and aspirations. Anxiety is not a debilitating condition, but rather an insight into our own freedom and how to find it.